Today I'm going to teach you a method to sell heavily saturated products quickly and easily, getting sales through the door. Let's go. Hey, and welcome to today's video. My name is Ricky Hayes. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, like that button for today's video, value and strategy, and comment crush it. Got the chance to win a 30-minute call with myself announced at the end of this video. So step one, find saturated products. Okay, so obviously this is so easy. I've got, in fact, playlists down below. I recommend you go and find them. I mean, this is completely just simple. You can use tools like Droppoint, Salesforce, Big Spy, Facebook Newsfeed, Instagram, Google. There's like YouTube. There's nearly an infinite number. You just want to find products that are just absolutely crushing it, because I'll pretty much be crushing it and scaled on Facebook ads. I'm going to show you a couple in a moment. Now, why am I making a strategy like this when I always say about unsaturated products? Because you can still get a lot of sales from a saturated product. There's a reason that it's getting a lot of sales. So we just need to find a way that we can get a part of that pie, because it's just hard to do it on Facebook. So I'm sure a number of you are knowing what I'm getting at. We're going to be marketing it outside of Facebook. So you want to find about 20 products, preferably, because obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. And it doesn't really matter as long as they're 20 winning products. Upload them to your store and get started on that. So let me just show you some of these products that I think would fit well on your store, for example. Step number two, make the product listing. Okay, so in the last step, I said obviously find them and you get them. One of the things that I've been doing a lot more, in fact, I outsource it because I hate doing it, but it's necessary and it's becoming more and more important, is making your own, well, doing a listing and making a unique description. Okay, making a unique description is not hard. In fact, I have a previous video on it, but I can make another one if you're curious, on making it for need items. All right, so you usually just use a template, and the template is that obviously you're going to focus on the benefits. Okay, and usually successful descriptions, especially on a Shopify default theme, or Shopify theme instead of a landing page, you know, you have a headline, a catchy headline. So you have the product title, then you have the headline, then you have like a little GIF, then you have more benefits of the product, an image, preferably of like maybe someone using it, okay, like a testimonial in quotation marks, and then you have like your five-figure guarantee type scenario. All right, by doing it unique really helps, because again, you think about it, yeah, you have a unique image, you know, unique landing page, more likely to convert rather than one that they've seen 100 times, looks scammy and spammy. Upload 2 to 4 pictures of the product. It can be more, it can be less, but generally you want at least try and aim for 2. Obviously on your website, make sure if you're doing, because this is centered around Google, make sure you're doing areas like tracking, FAQs, contact policies, about us, all very basic stuff that anyone can do. If you're not doing it, it's going to make it hard for you on Google. As a pro tip, make sure you include your email address on your contact us page. Google does crawl that. I know people are not interested in SEO and crawling and all of that, but if you want to be successful on Google using this strategy, this is how you do it. So let's go back to that product page. I'm going to teach you a bit of the psychology behind it, so that then you can start making your own product descriptions, because this is what helps you to actually build a brand, as boring and monotonous as this may be. Okay, so using these people and their product again as a great description. Example, we've got our eye protection glasses for blocking computer and cell phone radiation. That is a bit of a long title, but it obviously explains the product. Now, because it's a need item, again, they have 2 to 4 images, okay, and they haven't even cropped them, which is just lazy. They should at least get a graphic designer and optimize this, like, cost them probably like $5. Anyway, so you can see your product details. Are you always in front of a computer, right? That's a catchy headline, all right? Or let's say when I see these glasses, it's for blocking computer and cell phone radiation, right? So are you in front of the, do you suffer from eye fatigue being in front of the computer all day? All right, something as simple as that. That was just purely ad lib off the top of my head. You know, it really hammers home the point. People are getting eye fatigue. You know, are you always in front of the computer? Well, yeah, that doesn't really answer it. If I were to do it, I would say, do you suffer from eye fatigue being in front of the computer at your desk or something all day? All right, that really is very specific. It very much so relates to the person. And then you have some benefits, you know, or perhaps blah, blah. You can start to see they're using the same sort of template of what I'm saying. You have a catchy headline, some benefits, an image, like some of the downsides they've done in this case. Usually GIFs work quite well. Like a 3 to 5 second GIF can work very well to sort of briefly explain it, because what happens is most people buy on mobile, okay? And most people, most websites, when it's optimized for mobile, it's going to be a carousel of images, and most people won't look at those images unless you look at things like heat maps to try and determine that, which you can use tools like Lucky Orange or I've forgotten the other one, starts with H. I use it anyway, and they're very, very helpful to help with that. Okay, so you have, you know, you question the benefits, some of the effects they've done in this case, and then keep going on with it. All right, whenever you want to try and list the benefits, always having a question piques interest. I've always said this. Question piques interest. You know, protect your eyes now with these anti-radiation and blue light blocking lenses. You can see constant screen usage is now unavoidable, but if you continue abusing your eyes, they will suffer in the end. So again, if I were to revisit this, like, not that it's bad, you know, I would say in 2019 we are surrounded by screens everywhere. It is an unavoidable fact of our life. However, if we neglect the fact that being in front of in front of screens all the time does not have an impact on our lives, then it's going to hurt us in the long run. Something like that. I would actually, in this case, use some of the harmful effects from here. Increased risk of depression, which is actually a fact, diabetes, so on, so forth. So anyway, you get the idea, and then they explain more benefits, reduce harmful blue light, you know, and they even go to the degree of putting it in bold, because obviously that gravitates your attention. Top benefits again, and then again an image of their benefits, and then what the specifications are. yeah, don't forget as well, if your product has whatever specifications, to include that as well. All right, so use these pages as reference. What I normally do is I would actually copy it, and then I change it so that I have a template. I'm not I just use it because I'm forgetful with some things. I can definitely make it myself, but if I have a foundation for how I can do the description, then I can just modify it and make a unique one for myself. Especially using Google Shopping, this really helps with your conversion rates, having very crafted, good descriptions, because the people want to see that, especially using Google. They don't want to see a crappy looking page. They want to see something well thought out. Okay, and obviously then you're going to have your actual reviews down the bottom of the page as well. So if you're not sure how to do copywriting, don't get worried by it. It's not a perfect process, but it really does help with your conversions, especially if you're really serious about using this type of strategy. Okay, so simple way, just use what your competitors are doing, get ideas, and then adjust it for yourself. It's just marketing competition easy. All right, so that is step 2. So at this point you should have found a heap of winning products because they're easy to find. Now you know sort of the general overview of making descriptions and how to set up your landing pages for those products. And now we're going to get into step 3, a bit more of the nitty gritty. All right, so step 3, we're going to market it using Google Shopping ads. So just for example, I'm doing very well with using Google Shopping ads. The reason I wanted to make this video is that I find it's a very easy way to market every product on your store with little to no work initially involved at all, and you're going to find that you will probably get sales. It just takes a little bit of time, but like I can spend a couple of dollars and get a $40, $50 sale. It is just that simple, and I did nothing for it. So everyone should be starting to honestly consider using Google ads. So I'm not going to explain it all step by step here. I already have videos on this. Go and watch my free YouTube ads course there for those people wondering. There's also another video I have on Google Shopping ads, so I recommend going to watch that as well. It's going to further refine and teach you how to set up your store, your products, your listings, everything you sort of need there to really get started. Okay, you know, you can't start a business in 5 seconds. I get so many people asking me that. So Google Shopping is being used a lot more by people now because it is a very good avenue of income. However, a lot of people are still not using it properly. They're not optimizing it really at all. So by using those videos, you can get a leap ahead of people. Make sure as well that you give Google Shopping 3 to 5 days without even really looking at it. So you want to start it, just choose your whole catalog, 3 to 5 days. Preferably I start on $50 a day. Don't worry, you're not going to spend $50 a day. It's likely that you might spend $10, $20 a day, and you can be awfully surprised by how quick you can start getting sales in. I've had a number of people that just do specifically Google Shopping, and it works extremely well. They're doing like 3, 4, 5K a day, and it's a very hands-off approach. You can also, as a general tip, it's really cheap to outsource your Google marketing in a lot of regards compared to Facebook, because Facebook is all people seem to care about. So Google has a lower perceived value in terms of outsourcing. So you can outsource for like $5 to $10 US an hour. Whereas if you did it on Facebook, you're looking at 100 plus USD an hour minimum for a lot of these. So in my regards, the reason I wanted to make this video is it's genuinely helped me find a number of winning products. I've recently just found a winning product that's already, it's spent, I think, $25 on Google Ads for 3 sales with about a $45 average order value each, and I've done nothing for it. With Google, obviously, we're ranking for a lot of keywords, so I haven't even found like 100% yet all my different winning products because it hasn't spent a huge amount as yet. But it's already starting to find me winning products, like just doing nothing. I just uploaded it and it found me it. So now I can actually, I've found not just a winning product, I found a winning product type. So I can actually make collections. Now, if you're interested in scag campaigns, which stands for single keyword ad group, It has changed a bit because Google have made some alterations to the keywords in terms of how they rank, especially exact matches. But that's pretty advanced, so I'm not going to speak about that here. What I do is use shopping to go out there because it's in the shopping network. I can easily market my whole catalog with little to no work involved. I then find a winning product or winning products. I look at keywords and then I see if I can find a certain type of keyword, like thematic keywords. So let's say, you know, dog collars. Okay, it could be new dog collars, like it's thematically dog collar and new dog collar. They're the same, you know, type of thing. And you can then make a collection around that type of product. It could be different derivatives of that, and you can make a scare campaign. If you want to learn how to do that, I also have a video in my YouTube channel. I recommend going to watch that. That is extremely advanced way of doing it. You use shopping to find a winning product. You can start scaling anyway, market it on Facebook, but also then make a collection and send people to a collection. With Google, sending people to collections works extremely well, because you know the type of things people look for, and that people do like to shop and go off their own preference. I used to always send them straight to the product page, but with Google, I actually find sending people to a collection page and letting them decide works even better. So that's just a pro tip for you. And a pro tip also is seriously start using Bing ads. I've properly started using Bing ads and I love it. What is amazing about Bing ads is it still gets millions upon millions. Go to msn.com as an example, and I think I had a look yesterday. They had 860 million monthly visits. So you can imagine how many they still get on Bing ads, and it's like completely unsaturated, like completely. No one really even attempts to use Bing ads, not even for like a brand search. And you can, what's cool with Bing ads is Bing obviously, like, so Google is about, I think 85% of the market share with keywords, and Bing ads takes up, I think, about 5 to 10%. It's still a very large competitor in the greater scheme of things. And Bing have made it really easy. If you do want a video on Bing ads, actually, just comment down below. I really enjoy Bing ads. It's really fun. And what you can do is you can push your catalog there, and you'll learn about how you can push it through the Google Shopping Feed app, the exact same way as Google to Google Ads, which is just simple as hell. And you make your merchant center, upload your products, they get approved, and you can start your shopping campaign there. On top of that, any campaigns that you have from Google Ads, it actually has an import feature. So it actually integrates with your Google Ads ad account, and you can actually pull in your existing campaigns. So meaning that you have a number of campaigns running, you can pull them in and do them also on Bing ads, because Bing ads obviously are going to have different keywords, but at the end of the day, on search engines, people mainly type very similar things. And so it's a great way to get started also doing Bing ads, and then you can start to diversify your traffic. And I'm talking that you literally spend 20 minutes to set this up. The hardest part, in my opinion, actually with Bing ads is the conversion tracking, which took me a while to figure out, but it's actually really easy. So if you want a video on a bit of Bing ads, just comment that down below as well, because I can teach you a bit of that. And that concludes today's video on how to market saturated products quickly and easily start bringing in sales. In fact, what I love the most about this strategy is you can actually get much cheaper cost per purchases than you can through Facebook, and a lot less work. You can outsource it. It has a lot more longevity. I seriously recommend people who are serious about trying to make money online that you should seriously be looking into Google. It has its pain points, but it really does have the benefits far outweigh the pay points. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to today's video. Hit that like button if you found today's value helpful for you in your journey. Make sure you comment crush it down below to go with a chance to win a 30-minute call announced in the next video. Okay, and congratulations to today's winner, David Pellegra. I apologize, my English is definitely not one of my core competencies. Make sure as well, if you do want product research, again, there's plenty of tools. Salesforce right there, Droppoint right there. Join my Facebook group. I respond and I actually ask people for feedback. In my Facebook group, one of the things that I notice that not many people actually do for their YouTube is I try and ask you guys what type of things you want. It doesn't necessarily translate to what people actually want, but I do genuinely try and help people. Okay. If you want to learn more about products, what makes product tick, go watch that playlist. There's a cheat sheet. You can download it 100% free. Again, the whole Google Ads course. I made a playlist for you and a Facebook Ads course. Like, honestly, that stuff you've got, I don't know, I think there's like 20, 30 hours just by watching all of that stuff of just content that can seriously is better than most courses, in my opinion. Please tell me what other videos you would like to see in the future one. As many of you noticed, I've been doing a lot more Google ones. I personally like Google a lot more. There's a lot of tips, tricks, and hacks that I've further learnt on Facebook. I'm always learning. So tell me what videos you want down below, like Google hacks, okay, more Facebook ad hacks, so on and so forth. If you want a quality private supplier, just send me a DM on Instagram. Again, I can sometimes forget or take time to respond, but I've got a great private supplier. If you want a great graphics designer, I've got an amazing, I've got two technically now. Hit me up on IG for that as well. My handle is @RickyHayes IG, so just contact me on there, or you can send me an email. I really don't care. I look at my emails a couple of times a day. Ricky@rickyhayes.co. So once again, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you take care and goodbye.